Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Leo August 27, 2024. Today offers a good opportunity to rein in your desire to look for satisfaction elsewhere. Try aiming to be satisfied with your own body. This could take work in many areas of your life, not just diet and exercise. But acceptance of your own body is a lifelong issue, and you will serve yourself well if you can open up to what you truly feel about it. The day's planetary aspect will help you see the truth beneath the protective shell of denial. You feel the need to go down different paths these days and perhaps even go elsewhere to look for them. But the vibrations will call for you to calm down a bit and be efficient to get tangible results. There's no point in running, just get started in time. Whether it's the weekend or not, today requires attention to your finances, work, and professional responsibilities. Rather than taking a hands-on approach, focus on leveraging the insights provided by the sun and moon into a dynamic situation affecting your income, work, and career. The moon in your income sector, the sun marking his first weekend in your work sector, Venus entering her final period there, and the dwarf planet Ceres, in her last full day of retrograde motion in your career sector, are all aligned harmoniously. This alignment fosters confidence, insight, and heightened awareness. At the same time that Mercury is spending his first weekend on his own in your romantic sector after the Sun left 2 days ago, he is also spending his last in retrograde motion. Mercury is here for another 2 weeks, and until leaving he will work to give your heart a voice and to put heart and mind on the same page. However, these final days are more about giving the past a voice. This is something that your relationships will benefit from when Venus, the planet of love, returns to your relationship sector next week. In the first half of the day, you could find innovative solutions for problems related to home, family, debt, and support, which happens quite intuitively. It's a time to enjoy, accept, and embrace your deeper feelings and desires. Opportunities to grow and improve open up with a more relaxed and creative approach to your life. You are particularly open-minded and ready to entertain even the most unusual of feelings. Forgiveness and self-forgiveness come more readily. However, tensions can emerge as the day advances, and a Mars-Saturn square occurs. If you've been pushing in one direction too quickly, you may encounter blocks to your plans. An aggressive or impatient approach to a work project or health program may need adjustments. Consider that delays can allow you to make advantageous refinements and edits so that you can resume your activities better equipped later. Avoid limiting yourself unnecessarily with a pessimistic view of what can and can't be done. Think far less about immediate gratification and instead focus on long-term rewards for best results today. Whenever you hear news of a drama or face someone who wishes to challenge you, you are the first to grab the gasoline and pour it right in front of you. You grab the lighter and smile, knowing that if they proceed, you'll both be burnt on the pyre. However, the entire week ahead is riddled with toxic waste, so if you drop the flame, your whole life and romance could end up consumed as fuel. No one will enjoy the coming week, so practice breath work and damage control. When you smell the gasoline, this time, you should run. Hold yourself accountable. Opportunities to improve your relations at work are possible when Mars in Taurus squares Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. But first, you might need to swallow your pride. Assume responsibility for your communication and active listening skills. You might have some things you could improve upon, which might start with owning what you said or did that may have impacted a working relationship. From there, consider what you can do to better communicate with your coworkers. The square could even allude to devising a better plan to commute to and from work. Our eyes in the sky. If you find yourself more alert than usual tonight, try not to worry. Instead, see this as an opportunity, a moment when your mind might be more open to possibilities. Sometimes, those nights when we can't seem to wind down are exactly when our brains are trying to tell us something. Maybe there's a creative spark bubbling up inside you that's waiting to be explored, Or perhaps there's an issue you've been putting off that's finally rising to the surface. Have you ever had one of those moments where an idea comes to you at the most unexpected time? This could be one of those nights. Take a moment to check in with yourself. What thoughts keep coming back to you? What ideas are trying to make their way to the forefront of your mind? You might be surprised by the clarity that comes when you stop resisting and start exploring what's going on in your head. Sometimes, simply allowing yourself the space to think can lead to unexpected insights. Of course, with all this mental activity, it can also be hard to relax and get the rest you need. If you find yourself tossing and turning, consider trying some relaxation techniques to quiet the mind. Deep breathing, gentle stretching, or even jotting down your thoughts in a journal can help bring a sense of calm. Have you ever tried writing things down before bed? Sometimes, getting those thoughts out of your head and onto paper is all it takes to ease the mental chatter and let you drift off to sleep. Now, with all this buzzing energy, it's important to keep an eye on your impulses, especially when it comes to spending. It's so easy to fall into the trap of making quick purchases when you're feeling restless or overwhelmed. Have you ever found yourself doing a little online shopping late at night, only to wonder the next day if you really needed that new gadget or pair of shoes? The energy right now can make those little impulse buys seem more tempting than usual, but try to resist making any big financial decisions unless they're absolutely necessary. If you do need to make a purchase or financial commitment, take a moment to pause and assess it with a clear head. Ask yourself, is this something I really need, or am I just looking for a quick comfort? There's nothing wrong with treating yourself to a small indulgence, especially if it lifts your spirits. But be mindful of the difference between a minor treat and a bigger commitment that could have long-term consequences. The key here is balance. Gemini energy can be fast-paced and sometimes a little scattered, so grounding yourself is essential. Have you ever noticed that when your mind is racing, it can help to step back and gain some perspective? Maybe that means reaching out to a friend for a quick chat, taking a walk to clear your head, or simply doing something that brings you back to center. Find what works for you, and give yourself permission to take that step back when needed. And if you're feeling particularly energized tonight, lean into it. This is a great time to brainstorm, create, or even just daydream about the possibilities ahead. Sometimes, those late-night bursts of inspiration can lead to our best ideas. Whether it's a new project, a fresh perspective on a challenge, or simply a clearer vision of where you want to go next, embrace the creative energy that's flowing through you. Remember, though, it's all about balance. While it's exciting to ride the wave of inspiration, be sure to weave in moments of calm and mindfulness to keep yourself grounded. Have you ever found that perfect balance between productivity and relaxation, where everything just seems to flow? That's what we're aiming for tonight, a harmonious blend of creativity and calm.